Hello everyone, Austin Becker here again, and we are here back again for part two of why I am the way I am with the external factors. This will be part two of the external factors. And just to kind of review what I covered in the last one, if you're watching this maybe a couple days later of the first one, I talked a little bit about my beliefs and different thought processes with church and faith, as well as just social media and our technology revolved society basically. So the next slide is going to be people. Just people in general, kind of what I see. And these are things, again, that have really impacted me overall, kind of with, the external outside world and kind of how I think the way I think, and, why that is really because of, again, things like I'm talking about. And so with this slide, people, I think that, it's like I see whenever we'll just say, somewhere, whether it's at the store or at a school or out in public, we'll just say with like a friend or something, you really get to see the different perspective of people, their personalities, their patterns. You kind of can watch and kind of observe and study them and kind of see, okay, is that person getting mad at something? Is that person getting sad about something? Is that person just kind of sitting there really bored? Is that person really distressed about something, or are they not maybe becoming the person they want to be? Different things like that. And so I think that, it's like, it's interesting to see the perspectives of people and think that, it's like they see who I am or they see how I think and their kind of response to my actions that I've taken or different things. And, growing up, I was a very loud, energetic kid, and I don't feel bad about that, but I do wish that I think people would get some of their perspectives about me, that I was, this way and very energetic and loud. It's like that was part of my personality. It still kind of is. It's just been hidden a little bit back more. And because I had so many different experiences with being, shamed about that, or really getting complained about that, or annoying people or whatever and stuff, I've really taken the time to really, just take that as an impact, on myself and really say, okay, is there something that I need to change about that, and people probably all have that where they, see people and see what they think. They wish that they could see what they think about them, but they don't really know. And sometimes they do know if they actually, say what they're thinking. But it's just kind of interesting to see that, how different people, observing them, studying them, just again, seeing those different personalities clash or connect, how that kind of works with, overall. And that's kind of, again, why I am at this stage in life, the place that I am. So the last and final one of the external factors is going to be anything information related, whether that's, books, videos, articles, magazines, whatever, people kind of get affected by out there. I've been affected by it as well. So the first thing that I really want to talk about, over again, the past few years, I've been really affected by various speakers. And this could be motivational, educational, people speaking about vehicles, people speaking about just different topics, whatever. And it's been so impactful because it shows that, number one, I could possibly do something like that, or, have my opinion shared with people and really make a difference. But also, it's like watching them at the high school or watching them on, a computer screen from like YouTube or something. You get to kind of notice that it's like, these people have a story, and you really want to listen to that story and really connect with them. And I connected with a lot of them. There was a lot of kids that I used to notice that back in high school, they wouldn't really watch these speakers. They wouldn't really want to know what they wanted to say. They didn't really want to hear their message, but I did, because I knew that they were coming from a perspective of whether it was somebody that, maybe got better from, going into a mode of depression, wanting to kill themselves, or, somebody else that maybe had some traumatic experience with, drugs or alcohol, or, their family abusing them or whatever and stuff. I just knew that they always had these different aspects of knowledge that I didn't have before, and I wanted to learn. I still like learning. I think, everybody, if they want to be truly successful, they should, keep learning about stuff that they're interested in. And for me, it's like I, again, watch a lot of those videos on, music, even, movies influence people too. I've watched a lot of different movies that, have been very influential to me and my beliefs. We'll just say, it's like there's always those movies that are like the feel-good films. We'll say, like back in the 80s, they created the film that was called Rudy. And, it's like when he makes that final play and stuff, it's like you just feel like, goosebumps. You start being like, yes, he made the play and such. And so it's cool to kind of have that aspect from different perspectives, whether it is, like I said, the music or movies or, educational videos, educational speakers, different things like that. It's all combines to form who you are, and as well as, again, who I am. And, ever since I was younger too, I think another aspect of this has been, just experimenting. I was always outside experimenting with things, mixing things together like dirt and sand and water and milk. And I was always throwing stuff together outside and really experimenting. And science was always a topic that I was really, really intrigued by. And I still am. But just, kind of having that, answer to these questions of it's like, if you do this and that. And cooking is kind of the same way. That's why I actually like to cook a lot of different meals and such, is that you can really experiment with different things, and if something doesn't work one time, maybe it'll work the next time. And so you just keep trying. And reading, I've done a lot of reading in the past, few years. It used to be more of a nonfiction side, just kind of these different, tales of different things. I would read a lot of, fiction, nonfiction. And now it's been more about, kind of like biographies, people, the way that they think, high performance habits, things that are really going to be impactful to my future and kind of the way that I want to be, and just really learn about stuff and learn about topics that have really shaped how people think or view the way of the world and things like that. And just kind of, again, just watching those people and watching those speakers and, just kind of going through all this different information. Your mind holds all this different information and you're just like, okay, what am I going to do with it? And so I think about all these different things, and that's why it makes me who I am and why it makes me think the way that I do. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed the part 2 of this video. And again, stay tuned for the internal part of the next video, because that's going to be a more personal, more deeper side of me, some things you've probably never heard before, things you've never seen from me before. And I just encourage you guys to watch that entire video, because that'll be a pretty impactful video, I think, for a lot of you, and just kind of, again, visiting some topics that are pretty close to me and things that I personally went through. So, again, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day and enjoy the rest of the week. We'll see you soon.